Football's coming home again. Let's go!
It's the morning after in terms of England reaching the European Championship final. We're out here in Richmond Park with coaches James Simmons and Rob Tuvey. Rob, what are we doing out there this ridiculously early time?
No, so it's our robust and resilient week that Chris McConnell's put on for the first team, and yeah, the boys have been meeting here at 8:15 every day, and we've been doing 1 or 2 laps. So today's a 2-lap event, so they've been put into teams throughout the week and have basically come up with time. So it's a time trial event where they're trying to compete each week, each day, to try and knock some time off their straw. So at the moment, yeah, I think it's quite close up the top of the leaderboard, and
it's competitive.
Definitely,
it's been fun. Team morale's high. Some staff have had a go, some haven't. But no, it's been brilliant. Boys are at it.
First chance to have a chat with James, of course, who's come to us on loan, if you like, from Chelsea. How are you finding pre-season with us, James?
My feelings are, I've come into the building, been very welcomed. There's a buzz around the place. Optimism's high. The boys are superb. Attitude, application's been very high, and I've enjoyed it so far. So I'm just looking forward to the season getting started and the games. To be honest with you, we're all raring to go.
And is this a little bit different to what you do at Chelsea, what we're doing here today?
Absolutely, yeah. I think one of Robbo's strengths is thinking outside the box, and yeah, this is something that I've never done before. And yeah, it's tough, let me tell you. I've been involved. Legs are screaming today, and we've got 25 kilometres to cover, so wish me luck.
Absolutely, and you say it's sort of that competitive edge and that sort of team spirit is really kicking in amongst them, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's going to put us in good stead for the season. And as I say, the boys are at it, the team morale's high, and as I say, I haven't been here long, but there's a massive buzz around the place, and I mean that makes it more enjoyable, and you look forward to coming into work every day.
Rob, you're used to being out on these things, of course, with the A-teams when they do the Richmond Park run, and it's good to get the club's badge and the name out there in Richmond Park, even though, of course, you know, we're still in these COVID times.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's such a lovely venue. I don't think to be in the heart of London and to have this on your doorstep and that, we've got to utilise it, and it's inspiring as you cycle around and you see Paralympians out there, and you see other people who are out on their bikes, and it's a place of work for the boys, and we're big on hard work, and we're big on taking the boys out of their comfort zone as well, and I think we've certainly done that this week, but the way they've adapted to it and their application and everything they've done has been absolutely superb. So yeah, we're really pleased with the start they've made to pre-season, but as we said, it is only the start, and we have higher standards that we want the boys to try and reach, and hopefully they'll do that throughout the season.
And how are they after England's performance last night? Are they still in good nature and everything?
Yeah, I think when you've got Ashley Bayzo in here and he's bouncing around and that, I think that everyone is in high spirits. But no, it's absolutely fantastic for the nation. Hopefully we can do it again on Sunday.
And on the bikes, of course, as well, in pre-season, everyone's behaving themselves. Nobody's trying to do wheelies and things like that. They've got a job to do out here, yeah? Yeah,
no, I've had to calm Simo down a few times from doing it. But no, it's been really, really good. All the boys, they've got strict instructions, but they're all competitive. And
Will Nightingale tried to do a few tricks going down the hill, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he's a bit of a stunt double. No, they all know, they're all competitive. And yeah, it's been really, really good. No problems at all. If anything, we've had people in the public coming up to us asking about what we're doing, the story of Wimbledon, and that's really, really good. We want to become the best community club out there, and hopefully to get in the community and meet new potential fans is what we're about.
Fundamentally, if you come off the bike and you severely injure yourself, it's obviously going to put a detriment on your training time and therefore your games during pre-season, which then obviously affects your chances of winning shirts for the first league game of the season. So, element of sense there, make the time up on the flats, we're going up the field effectively. Okay?
Tips on first. Go. Right, who wants? Anybody want green? She folded
Well, with me now, Kit Man, Robin Bedford. This is very much your territory, cycling. What are we up to here today?
We're doing a team time trial, so they'll set up in teams of 5, and it's the time of the last person home in your team. So, and we're doing 2 laps today. We've done 1 on Monday, 2 Tuesday, 1 yesterday, and then 2 today. So,
noticing any budding Olympians out there?
Woody's team is the team to beat, I think, at the moment in terms of time, although they've had a few time penalties. he's got his team well drilled, so they're looking like a Tour de France team when they go round.
And how's your team getting on?
We won't talk about my team, I don't think. Yeah, I think the idea today is about team building rather than sort of fitness. This isn't really going to help necessarily for match-wise, but it's a good team building exercise, getting your team home together in the fastest time, basically.
Yeah, it's a little bit different as well for pre-season. You're the cycling enthusiast as well, and it's good to have that in as part of the programme, yeah?
Yeah, I've enjoyed this week personally. Yeah, it's nice to do something I can join in with the boys in, to be honest with you. So yeah.
Right, what's going on?
Don't even get a word right. I just hear one. You just shout it. Oh, see good? Yeah. You sure? Gears? So fellas, just take everything you've learned from the other 2 days. Yeah?
Well, we've been out the new Dons midfielder, Luke McCormick. How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's obviously been quite tough. It's easier to ride around than to run around, but obviously it's really good to still be able to get your football working and get the work in the mornings. It's obviously been tough but very rewarding. I've got to know my teammates and working together as a team, and I think that will put us in good stead come the games.
A little bit different from what you're used to with Chelsea, perhaps?
A little bit. I've been used to doing it when we go away on pre-season tours abroad and stuff. We do bike days, but not quite as intense as this, but you can see all the boys are all here and on time, and it's early, it's fresh, so it's good for the mind, and we're all ready to go.
Absolutely, it's great surroundings here in terms of Richmond Park as well, so everybody's up for this, yeah?
Yes, it's a little bit hilly, but obviously it's beautiful. You see all the nature as you're riding past, and it's fresh, and like I say, it gets you up and at them, and it doesn't take away your football time, but it still gives you that fitness, so it's been really positive.
And of course it's the morning after England have qualified for the European Championship final, everybody in good spirits as well, yeah? Yeah,
my throat's a little bit sore from screaming at the telly last night, but obviously it was brilliant, and they've done the nation proud, and hopefully on Sunday they can bring it home.
And of course you're all in groups out here as well. How's your squad doing?
My squad's doing really well. I think we're leading. We're leading this day 4 today, so we're leading by 3 or 4 minutes. So good day today, and I think that'll be enough.
What were you like as a kid? Did you enjoy a bit of cycling?
I did. I used to cycle to school when I was at senior school. I used to cycle, so I don't mind a bike ride. To be fair, I'd rather cycle than run, like I said. So it's not too bad.
And everybody being careful as well, yeah, wearing the safety hats, and of course not pulling any stunts out there.
No, of course not. We got to respect the park and the users, but there's been a few bumps and bruises, but that's to be expected because everyone's so competitive, and even though it's on the bikes, everyone wants to win, which is good. Yeah,
and as you say, that competitive edge is already coming out in pre-season amongst the group, yeah?
Oh, definitely. I think you need that where it's tough, but obviously you want to win. You've got to get yourself mentally prepared on the way up here to push yourself so early in the morning. But like I said, I think that can only put us in good stead for when the game starts to kick off.
Lads, time is taken off the last team member, not Quake. He's on his own little special mission. He's doing great. Don't worry about that, Quake. Yeah, so he'll be taken off of 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Last time. Remember what you've learned from before?
You ready for the best comeback you've ever seen?
Best comeback ever, Ben Rittens. Are we ready?
Come
on, Marcy. Right there.
5 minutes off.
Off we go.
Go. Team Quaker, let's have it.
Saddles all good? Aaron, you're fun. So lads, listen, I fancy you today. Work as a team. Will, don't come off down the hill. Yeah. Remember, the time will be taken, not including Andy. Not including Andy. Go on, boys. Come on then. Sign, you alright, Simo?
I'll be honest, your best cyclist.
2 laps, fellas. Taking off your last player. Yeah? So. Cool. Got a strategy?
What's the strategy?
Can't give it away. Yeah. Right, KB will take your time when the last one goes across the cobble. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Ready, yeah?
Let's start it now.
Go. Start it. Now.
Remember, it's team strategy that'll bring it back. We, not me.
Well, with me now, the Dons head coach Mark Robinson. In the past, of course, we've been used to being out here for the 18s running round Richmond Park. What have you got them doing round Richmond Park this week, the first team squad, Robbo?
Yeah, well, I had a chat with Chris and Tim, like the end of last season, about having a week. We wanted kind of a robust, resilient week. And as you know, we've always run Richmond Park before. But Chris was very much, if you run it, then you lose sort of time on the pitch. So they both come up with this, which has been absolutely fantastic. So instead of doing sort of one day, we're here all week and we're cycling, which means that we can still get back and we can train. So we've been having triple sessions. So basically Monday they cycled once round and we put them into teams. So it's a team event. So you've got that detail, you've got them working out how to come in as a team because the times are taken on the last person. So Monday we did 1 lap, Tuesday 2 laps, then Wednesday we come round and it was more just about flushing them out because we did a triple session on Tuesday, which was really tough. And then back in here today and they're doing 2 laps again today. So, and you just see the change over the week really, Rob. You know, the first day there was a little bit of trepidation. We've got one lad who hadn't ridden a bike before. And again, you just see them grow. They're starting to work things out, attention to detail. Realise if your saddle's too low, it makes it harder. If you don't get your gear changes right, it makes it harder. And if you don't work as a team, the man at the front's working 10 times harder than the man at the back. So all those little things, and you know, you can see the team spirit growing. And as I said, and that competition, as athletes, you've got that natural competition. So it's been brilliant. But what it's done, it's allowed us to go back, so we can still go back, have breakfast, then we can get out in the grass and train, and then have lunch, and then they can go to the gym. So we've not lost any time on the grass. So it's been brilliant.
And when you're formulating a pre-season programme, it's important to keep them stimulated, and it's doing that as well, something different, yeah?
Yeah, and getting them out of the environment, because obviously due to COVID, you know, you can't go anywhere, we can't do any tours. So a week of getting them out here, Richmond Park, you know, one of the greatest places in London, is absolutely fantastic. Sort of mixing in with the community as well. So it's been brilliant.
And they've got to be careful, of course, in terms of injuries, but that competitive nature is coming out amongst them, yeah?
Yeah, we've had a couple of spillages. Will come off, coming down a hill, and Kwaku come off on this first ride, but they're all good. They all helped each other, and that's part of it. You know, they had to stop and help each other. One of the bikes got broken, so someone had to go and help that. And again, that's all part of it, working things out, solving problems, and still coming across with a really good time.
And we're here by the Park Cycle Cabin. Who have we got to thank for helping to organise this?
Yeah, they've been brilliant. So Andrew Potter has organised this, and we want to say a massive thanks to him and all his staff at Park Cycle, because they don't normally open till 10 o'clock, but they've been getting down here 8:15 every day for us, so we can have a nice early start, which has been brilliant. And the whole event, the whole week has been sponsored by the Blue and Yellow Club for us, which again, you know, fans are just incredible, and we're so grateful, because it's, you know, it's something that we possibly wouldn't have been able to do, but they've done it for us. So, you know, the bike hire, and there's a few lads who live further astray who have stayed in a couple of, you know, at the Travel Lodge a couple of nights as well. So yeah, they've helped the event come together, and I've got to thank the staff as well. Rob and Chris and Tim, who have organised it all, been absolutely brilliant. So it's been a good week, and obviously got Friday to go as well.
What kind of a leaderboard have we got? What kind of team names have we got as well? I'm intrigued by them.
There's all different. We've got Joey's boys, which is Will. We've got Crash Course Bunnies, which that was after Kwaku come off his bike, so they come up with that. So various names, but it's quite close. There's 2 teams standing out at the moment, but as I said, anything can happen. Chain can come off. You know, anything can happen, and you can fall back. And but what's good is they're starting to talk sort of strategies now, working out how they can get across the line together, which is what it's all about.
Yes, buddy! Come on, drive him! Come on, Abby!
29 minutes.
Come on!
One more. We're 4 minutes up on our time already.
Keep going, keep going.
Come on, you, come on.
Come on, man!
Come on, Bayzo, catch him up. Let it crash. Cheers. Very clean.
on, boys.
Turn the light. Go on the greens, go on the dons.
Willie, get on the back. Get on the back, Willie.
Go again. Pick up. Boys. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up.
That is incredible.
Love it, Benno. Come on, boys, push in.
Yeah? Wow.
Love it, hey.
Wow.
Talk to me, come on.
Come on, baby. Took 4 minutes off the non-vest, you know that? They were 4 minutes. Different class things.
That is impressive.
Well done,
Come on, outstanding.
brilliant, mate.
That is impressive.
James, top one.
Yes, smart shit. Who's that? Chris.
Best time of the week.
Chris coming. Benny. Different gear, man.
So our leaders, lad.
Come on, boys, come on.
Yeah. So take it off the back one. Darius has stayed with him.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Fantastic.
Come on, Darius, Eric, keep pending, mate, your time.
Brilliant.
Love it, boys.
Go on the reds, push it.
Come on, boys.
Come on.
Ready. Well done, boys. Boys.
Love it.
Come on, come on, come on, boys, let's go.
Push it.
Come on,
Go on.
come on.
Front half.
Come on, Bayzo.
Done, Bayzo.
Well done, Bayzo.
Get in, block, eh? Under an hour, son. Love it.
Come on, buds, come on, come on.
Off the bench.
Come on, keep pushing.
That's it.
Brilliant, son.
Brilliant now.
Right, lads, listen up. Phenomenal. So, Team Adiola. Last time we did 2 laps, you did it in 1 hour and 7 minutes. Today, 56:46. Joey's boys. Last time you did it in 1 hour and a minute. Today, 52:09. Team Kwaku crash course. Last time, 1 hour and 2 minutes. Today, 50:47. Green Machine. Last time, 55:22. Today, 53:29. Adventures at Tim. Last time, 55 minutes. Today, 50 minutes, 17 seconds. Have I missed one? Is it just one to go? One to go. Team Skull Crush Bunnies. Last time, 52:35. Today, 48:42.
No. We're getting time. I'm done. We'll make it. I've got his glasses.
So lads, fellas, apart from no lateness, so no time faults, fantastic. And as well as everything else, all the attention to detail, massive, we not me. Yeah, that's what brings those sort of results. Great morning, all right? See you back for breakfast. Well done.
Well, with me now, the Don sports scientist, Chris McConnell. Chris, Mark Robinson wanted you to test the squad. You've certainly done that. Tell us how you went about it.
So we're midway through what we've described as being the fatigue week. So when we first come here, we've understood that the under-18s just do the Richmond run, which the gaffer wanted to start implementing with the first team. So we've just had a little bit of a rejig of that, where we can maximise our training time on the grass with him to get bits and bobs into the season, as well as building their fitness. In Richmond Park, but without running around it. So what we've done is we've sorted out an agreement with Park Cycle. We've been excellent through this process, where we come in before they open, they sort us up with bikes, and then we do different trials through Richmond Park early in the morning, set out teams, and basically our times are timed. We've got times per group, which then all equate to a final time at the end of the week, and we're seeing which teams have won and which teams have unfortunately not got the gold medal or the yellow jersey.
It's even surprised Robbo, I think, in terms of the amount of team effort and what you've done there to achieve this amongst this group, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. So when we were talking about pre-season this year, we wanted to try and build a little bit more mental strength, try and get the group through a little bit more adversity, given the recent history of the club, sort of battling relegation year on, year out. And he wanted to go about things a little bit of a different way in pre-season. So all credit to him. He got the staff together, and we've all come up with this sort of idea of testing them early in the morning, where we're trying to build a bit of team morale. It's ticking obviously my boxes in terms of stretching them physically, and gets them working a team in a different way from on the grass, and it's helping them build morale, build a little bit more mental strength. Obviously having to get up early in the morning, day in, day out, to obviously go through challenging routes with plenty of gradients, and we've had some challenging weather early in the week. I'll probably say today's been the nicest weather that we've had, and just trying to overstretch ourselves each time. Build up some team spirit, dragging people through to their tough times, and also when people are obviously feeling good, they take the reins of their group and try to push everybody else along to drive them to their standards.
It's important to keep them stimulated as well, isn't it? You've certainly been able to do that in this situation.
Yeah. For a start, it's a different environment, to the training ground. Certainly since we've unfortunately been placed under lockdown, teams haven't really been able to travel anywhere outside of their training facilities. So having this down the road is a brilliant avenue that we could use more. It gets them out. Like I said, they're in a different environment. We've always got plenty of wildlife, something different to what they're used to. So although it's not what we'd probably say is like a dedicated training camp away, where we might have the luxuries of going to a 5-star hotel somewhere in Scotland or somewhere in Wales, or equally somewhere in Europe, like we've got this in our backyard, and it fills our criteria for what we can work in our circumstances.
It's about a squad effort as well, but is it that your team's in the lead at the moment, fair to say?
No, I think, we got some staff over there having a little bit of a giggle. No, my team's not in the lead, in fairness. I don't think. We had a very good trip out today, so we beat it by 12 minutes today, so we've definitely made up some time in the other group. We'll see if the other team's gone a little bit too hard too quickly earlier on in the week, but it was definitely a moving day for us. So credit to my team for waking up, getting the hard work done, and stretching themselves and hitting a PB. Hopefully we can go and do it again tomorrow and challenge for that top spot.
Absolutely, Chris. Well done, and thanks for your time.
No problem. Thanks.